We're going to add the rest of the parts in the exact same way that we added the glass carafe, meaning we're going to edit the master form to create a surface representation of each of the parts, and then create an actual solid body in another part. So let's go to our right plane this time, and I'm going to create a revolved surface with a sketch. Now, the beauty of it, I don't have to actually go to the Sketch tab and click Sketch and then Draw. I can just go to Revolved Surface, click on it, and it's going to ask me where I want to sketch. In this case, I had already had the right plane selected, so I can just start drawing now. So I'm going to draw the profile of my lid. And again, this is a very, very simple lid. I'm not going to add any of the fine detail, because that stuff I can put in later. I'm going to go to my front plane and constrain this point to it. I'll also use my smart dimension from the front plane to this outer line, and we'll call that 2 inches exactly. We'll call this distance here 0.2, I believe, and call this distance from the front plane to this edge 1.75. And lastly, we want for this edge here to rest right on a, on our carafe top plane. Control click those two and say collinear. Oh, one other thing. I need for this line to be 1 inch long. And finally, last thing, promise, last thing this time. Need to draw a center line. There we go. And this is going to create half of our surface for us by default, and I think we can probably safely just deal with half. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just going to leave it half, actually, just like that. And now we can go ahead and create the next thing. Next thing will be the little ball on the top of this thing, so I'll go ahead and do the exact same thing. Revolve surface, select the right plane to sketch on, draw an arc, now I need to select my front plane and control click this point, make them coincident. Same thing with that point, and same thing with the center of the circle as well. So that way we'll get it all nice and centered. I'm going to draw a vertical line for our axis and set the radius of this to, I believe, 0.475 inches. That looks about right. Last thing, I just need to take this point and I'm going to set it to be a distance from the carafe top, because I want it to be slightly less than the height of that. I want it to be maybe 0.19, something like so. So it just eats in just a little bit. 0.195 maybe. And again, I only need half the sphere in this case. It just works better if you use only surfaces to start with. I can hide this carafe for the moment. We don't really need it. And next we need to create a couple more things. So let's go back in time to our datums folder, and I'm going to click on the top plane, drag one up. It's going to be 1 inch from the top plane. We'll call this our plunger bottom. And right now it's not in the datums folder. I can just drag it up here and now it'll be in the datums folder. So we'll go forward in time again, and this we will be using as a reference while we draw a few other things. Let's use the plunger bottom surface and click extruded surface, and this time use a circle right in the middle of our sketch. I'm going to give it a diameter of 0.175 inches and extrude that right on up. Now I want to extrude it all the way up into this ball a little bit, so I'm just going to say up to surface, actually offset from surface, and then I will choose the carafe top as the offset from surface, and we'll just make it 0.75 inches offset. Reverse the offset, and there we go. So now, no matter how tall we make this thing, this shaft will go exactly where we need it to. And again, we could make this solid, but we're going to keep it surface because I'm telling you, it's going to make our lives easier when we're working with a master model. I need to make another one though, so let's make another extruded surface, this time with a slightly larger circle. We'll make it diameter 0.4, and it needs to come up by 0.85 inches. We also need it to go the other direction a little bit, so we'll go 0.9 inches, maybe 0.09, yeah, that looks more like it, in the other direction. Click OK. We'll need another surface. Let's go, I need a filled surface, and actually I can't just do that one this way. I got to go sketch and draw a circle on this plane. We'll make the diameter of this one 3.4 inches. And now I can do a filled surface for that one. Next, let's see. I think there are only a couple more things we need to do. Just hide this plane and again show our carafe. And I'm going to make all of these surfaces translucent. So let's just take everything here for the moment. Take all these bodies and just make them kind of see-through. Just makes it a little easier to see what we're doing, I think, for the moment.